My goodness, has it been a while since I've actually talked to the camera and made a video. A lot has happened since the last time I uploaded, and that's kind of why I'm here. I just kind of wanted to do a little life update. I have changed, life has changed in so many good ways, but I've also been learning a lot, and there's been some hard times too. So yeah, the last time I talked to you guys, I had just gone to Hawaii again, and that was such an amazing time. And then, so I didn't have any plans on coming back out here to Denver, where I am now and have been for the past few months. I didn't have any plans on coming back here until I met my current boyfriend, Scott. We met in an acting class last May. And coming back out here, since I was not planning to, I didn't have any living situation and I didn't have any jobs lined up. And so Scott actually welcomed me to live with him. So we've been together for nearly 8 months now and have been living together for about 7 of those. And I just have no words. We have been learning so much and growing so much together and learning to be vulnerable and learning to love, and I am just so grateful for him. So yeah, I just have a little list of notes here because so much has happened. So after moving back here, like I said, I didn't have any jobs lined up, so I started searching. And I found a couple, had applied to them, and then was kind of really hopeful on those. So I then had plans to go to New York City with my brother again for another gem show. And that was a really, really great time, getting to spend that time with him, getting to go to New York again. My goodness, it was an adventure. We got stuck in a whole bunch of rain. There was like a hurricane that we didn't know about. But it was also so beautiful and just a grand adventure, as always, with my brother. Sorry, quick intermission, camera battery died. But yeah, after I came back from New York City and the gem show with my brother, I came back to Denver for a short time before Scott and I flew out to Atlanta, Georgia to go see his family, which was such an amazing time. And then we came back to Denver again to start our new jobs. I started working at a local coffee shop, cafe, and I also started working at a Montessori school. I was juggling both at the same time, just doing both part-time. Did that for a short while, and during this time I also started taking acting classes again. So where I met Scott, that acting studio, where I met him was a workshop, and so after that I had joined the wait list to start taking acting classes when I got back. And so in September I started taking the acting classes regularly every weekend, and continued moving up into different classes, which I really enjoyed because I wanted to continue to fuel that passion of mine and to continue growing. And my goodness, did it make me grow and challenge me to try new things and step out of my comfort zone, and to express myself in various ways. Then I had never been on any form of birth control, so I decided to try out the natural IUD, the copper IUD. And I will get into that later, but that was an interesting and painful time. But things are still good. We went to go see a concert at Red Rocks, 2 of Scott's favorite bands, the Wood Brothers and Lake Street Dive. It was such a beautiful concert, and Red Rocks was beautiful as well. Then in October, we took some time off work and went to Albuquerque for the balloon fiesta. I have never seen that many balloons in my life. It was such a beautiful adventure, and we were camping, and I took lots of film photos. Then on our way back from Albuquerque, I decided to quit my job at the school because working 6 days a week trying to manage both was just too much on my mental health. And so then I started working full-time at the cafe, at the coffee shop, and became fully trained as a barista. So I'm making fun little coffee drinks, and it's so much fun. And I finally started to make some friends out here. So when I was living out here before on my own, I was a full-time nanny, so I didn't really have any friends out here, and it was still during the pandemic, so out here in Denver things were still kind of locked down, so I wasn't really going anywhere because I wanted to keep the kids safe. But now, getting back into life again, I started to make friends with the people I work with, who are such amazing people, and I'm so grateful for them. And yeah, so things at the coffee shop are going good. I'm really liking my job. But also during this time it was very hard. A lot of things were going on behind the scenes in a way, personally and physically with my health. Like I said, I got that copper IUD, and I eventually ended up getting it removed, but I was told to take a high dose of pain medication to help deal with the pain and cramps I was experiencing. And so I did that, but it created lasting effects on my body, and I was diagnosed with gastritis, and it was hard to eat. It would make me nauseous, and I was also experiencing a lot of hair loss due to all the stress that was going through my body the past couple of months, moving, traveling, and trying to find new jobs, and living with someone for the first time, and just all of these different things. I started losing my hair, and so all of this combined is the reason why I let go of one of my jobs, and I was trying to learn more about myself and learning to say no if I couldn't handle something, if I physically just didn't feel good, or mentally just needed to take a step back and listen to myself, listen to my intuition. So there was just a lot of learning going on about myself. And so with that said, I was losing my hair, and I could literally just pull hair out, and my hair was pretty long. It was nearly down to my waist, and I decided to cut my hair in October. I cut it myself. I cut it to about here, and it was very empowering. It was very hard because I didn't know why I was losing my hair, and it was very emotional, but over time I eventually came to a point where I wanted to love myself regardless of my hair, and in a way cutting off that hair is cutting off the past, in a way, cutting off parts of the past, because it's just dead hair. It will grow back. So really all of the hair that I have is the hair that I have grown since starting my own adult life. I like to think that. And so now we're in October still, and Scott's family came out to visit us in October as well, and his mom and I had the most wonderful night, and I will show you. We went out to one of those sipping and painting places, and I painted this. It was a Van Gogh night, and it was of the Starry Night. Starry Night was the theme. And so this was the first thing I had painted in quite a long time, nearly a year, I think, 6 months to a year. So that was a very fun night. And then, like I said, we've been making friends, and on Halloween we had dinner with friends out downtown in Denver. And Scott and I dressed up as Sandy and Danny from Greece. We wore all black, and I was wearing braids that day, so my hair was all fun, and we just had a fun time. Then I finally got my nose pierced, and we had a Friendsgiving, and I started going to coffee shops more on my days off and working on my creative projects, which now, by the way, I am caught up, and I've been working on it for a year, and it's feeling really good to be working on that stuff. Then after November, it's getting to December, so it's getting into the holiday times, and I actually saw the family that I had nannied for again for the first time since moving out, and that was so lovely. We made Christmas cookies, and we had family movie night, and yeah, so that was really lovely. Then also, one of my friends at the cafe is a piercing apprentice, so I wanted to support her, and I got more piercings. So I have more piercings on my ears now too. And I dyed my hair blonde. I finally did it. I cut my hair, and now it is blonde too. I was gonna do bangs, but I think I'm gonna wait on the bangs. There's been a lot of change happening. And I'm really happy with it. I love being blonde now. I've always wanted to. And yeah, so this is where we're at now. And I dyed my hair right before my 20th birthday. I am now 20. How crazy is that? Time amazes me. And Scott and I's birthdays are actually a day apart. His is December 16th and mine's December 17th, so I turned 20 and he turned 25 this past year. So we created a little fun birthday weekend for ourselves. We had bought some snowboarding ski lift tickets and tried to go up snowboarding, which I ended up dislocating my shoulder trying to get off the chairlift. I didn't even dislocate it trying to snowboard. I was trying to get off the chairlift, and I got tobogganed down to the health clinic and got it popped back into place, and I just had to be careful with it. But we didn't let that stop our weekend. We continued up further into the mountains and went up to Steamboat and went to Strawberry Hot Springs, and it's like a natural hot springs, and it was so beautiful. And we spent the night there, and the next morning we got the best cinnamon rolls from this place called Freshies up there in Steamboat before coming back home. So that was really fun. And for Christmas, my brother's actually back out here now. He moved out here to Denver a couple months ago, and he came over for Christmas, and we built gingerbread houses and watched Christmas movies and just spent the day together. Had a really chill, nice day. And now that leaves us here. It is now the end of January, and I will keep the January updates for another video. But there's just been a lot of learning, a lot of loving, a lot of healing, a lot of being vulnerable happening. And I have learned so much in this past year about myself and others and who I want to be, and just learning to appreciate the little moments and being present in where we are, because this is all we'll ever have is now. And I'm so grateful for the people I've met and for Scott to be my partner in this life, and he's just my person. And I have never been happier, but I've also, there's been a lot of hard times too, but it all leads to growth, and I'm just learning to take it slow and continue to grow into the woman I want to become. So that is a bit of a long-winded version of what's been going on these past 6 months, 7 months or so. Yeah, so thank you for being here, thank you for listening, and I'm really excited to continue making videos and getting back into this. It's something I really do enjoy, and I say this time and time again, but I take a break for a while and then I come back and I feel reignited, and I'm just excited for what the future holds, but also excited to learn to incorporate all of these things that I want to do while also appreciating the present and learning to still be here now. Thank you, I love you, and I'll see you soon. So with all of that said, I just wanted to acknowledge and make a note that although all of that stuff happened and that's what's been going on, there are still all those little moments that I didn't talk about and that are memories, and they were good and there were some that were not so good, and they were happy and not so happy, but it's all part of life and everything happens for a reason, and yeah, that's all. You just gotta appreciate all of the simple and little moments in life too. Also, here's a little video I've put together of all the clips I've collected from this time, and I hope you enjoy it.